Hi friends, welcome to Radhika's teaching. If you like my videos, please like, share and subscribe. Please tap on bell button and get my notification. Children, today we are going to discuss about the energy from the sun. This is the second chapter from the 8th class. Okay children, the earth we live on is so full of diversity. Yes, what is the diversity? In the previous class already we discussed about the diversity. Okay, what is the diversity? The plateaus, the mountains, the plateaus and plains and continents and oceans, high and low rainfall, okay, high and scanty rainfall of the regions, etc. These are the diversity. Yes, today we are going to discuss about the another important diversity. Okay, children, you noted and you observed that, okay, get cool in the morning and during day is warmer and will get cool in the night also. Okay, the morning time is also cool and the during day is also warmer and again get cool in the night time. Okay, the temperature is not equal in the all the time. Yes, over a year in some months have very hot, in some months are less hot. In some places are very hot and some places are cold and some places are very cold and some places are covered by the ice. Equatorial regions warm throughout the year and the polar regions very cold throughout the year. Okay, all the places temperature is not uniform in all the places. Temperature is difference between the two places. Yes, the temperature differences between the two places, it causes to winds and rains. Okay, the difference of the temperature causes to winds and rains. Winds and rain. Okay, the temperature and the water, that means rainfall. The temperature and the rainfall, nothing but water, okay, affect the life. Plants and animals also depend on the water and the temperature. Some types of trees and plants grow in the hot areas, very hot areas, and some types of trees and plants are grow in the hot areas, and some types of trees and plants grow in the cold areas. Nothing to grow in the very cold areas. The animals variation is also same. Okay, like trees and plants. Okay, this is about the diversity in the temperature. Okay, but this temperature we cannot see and we can feel, but we cannot see this type of diversity. Okay, solar energy and sun's rays. Okay, sun is the principal source of energy on the surface of earth. What is the sun? Sun is the principal source of the energy on the surface of the earth. And the sun is like a powerhouse and generates and gives out the light and heat. Okay, powerhouse. Sun is like a powerhouse. Powerhouse generates and gives out light and heat. Okay, next one is about the solar radiation. What is the solar radiation? The energy which is constantly emitted by the sun is known as the solar radiation. What is the solar radiation, children? Energy which is constantly emitted by the sun is called the solar radiation. Okay, solar radiation. Okay, the energy which is constantly emitted by the sun is called the solar radiation. Okay. The energy produced by the sun to us in the form of sun's rays. Okay. The form of sun's rays are nothing but sun rays. Okay. Sun's rays are sun rays. Okay. We can see and feel. We can see and feel the some aspects of the solar energy. Okay. As like the light and heat. We can feel. Okay. We can feel and see. Which some aspects of the solar energy like light and heat. But we cannot see and we cannot feel the many aspects of the solar energy such like as UV rays, X-rays and radio waves. UV rays. What are the UV rays? UV rays means ultraviolet rays. UV means ultraviolet rays. Ultraviolet rays. Next, radio waves. Radio waves. X-rays. These aspects of the solar energy we cannot see and we cannot feel. Okay, we can see and we can feel some aspects of solar energy such like light and heat, and we cannot feel and we cannot see some many aspects of solar energy like UV rays. UV rays means ultraviolet rays, radio waves and X-rays. Okay, and the solar radiation received on the earth surface of the earth is called insolation. Okay, what is insolation? The solar radiation received on the earth surface is called the insolation. Insolation. Another portion of solar energy received by the earth surface. Okay, earth surface is not receives the total solar energy. The earth surface receives the smaller portion of the solar energy, and the 1/3 of the solar energy reflected back from the earth surface. Okay, smaller portion of the solar energy received by the earth surface. And next one is the 1/3 of the solar energy. 1/3 of the solar energy reflected back from the earth surface. Reflected back. And some part of the solar energy scattered and absorbed and higher reaches of the atmosphere. Okay, some portion of the solar energy scattered and absorbed higher reaches of the atmosphere. Higher reaches. Okay, higher reaches of the atmosphere. Okay, children, and some portion of sun's rays also absorbed by clouds, smoke and dust. Okay, some portion of the solar rays or sun rays. Some portion of solar rays or sun's rays. Okay, absorbed by clouds, dust and smoke. Okay children? Okay, first of all, the smaller portion of the solar energy received by the earth, and next 1/3 of the solar energy reflected back from the earth, and next the some portion of the solar energy scattered and absorbed higher reaches of the atmosphere, and some solar rays also observed by the clouds and dust and smoke. Okay, next the harmful rays, harmful sun rays. What are the harmful sun rays? Like UV rays. Okay, the harmful sun rays like UV rays what are the UV rays? Ultraviolet rays can reach the earth surface or not? Yes, can't reach the earth surface. Okay, that's why the life is possible on the earth. Okay, the ultraviolet rays also reached on the earth surface. The life is not possible on the earth. Now the rays is not did not reach the earth. That's why the life is possible on the earth and earth surface. Okay, the sun's rays reach the ground, do not heat the earth surface uniformly. The sun's rays reach the ground and do not heat the earth surface uniformly. Means the rays did not heat the all the places on the earth surface because of the curvature of the earth. Because of curvature of the earth. Due to the curvature of the earth, same amount of solar energy on a smaller area of the equator and the larger area towards the poles. Okay, same amount of solar energy. Okay, same amount of solar energy falls on a smaller area on equator. Smaller area on equator. Okay children, and the fall largely or large area towards poles. Okay, the rays reach on the ground do not heat the earth surface uniformly because of the curvature of the earth. Due to this curvature of the earth, same amount of the solar energy falls on a smaller area on equator and falls on a larger area towards poles. Okay children? Rays fall at about 90 degrees on equator. Sun's rays fall at about 90 degrees on equator. Okay children, fall slantingly towards poles. Okay, sun rays fall at about 90 degrees on equator and slanting on poles. Okay, this is called the angle of incidence. What is this? This is called the angle of incidence. What is the angle of incidence, children? The sun fall at about 90 degrees on the equator and fall slantingly towards poles. This is called the angle of incidence. The angle at which the rays fall on the earth's surface is known as the angle of incidence. Okay, this is also called as angle of incidence. The angle at which the rays fall on the earth surface is also known as the angle of incidence. Okay, children, this is our today's topic. Okay, listen, we will be discussed in the next session.